guys, what's up? It is Tuesday and I'm just leaving the gym. I'm heading over to do like my daily walk, but just wanted to check in. Today was cardio day for me. I decided to get up and I didn't have a workout scheduled today and I went into work way early. So I got done with work early, which is kind of nice. I walked incline for 20 minutes, 3.5 speed, and after that, I immediately jumped on the rower and I did 10 minutes on the rower. And I usually just try to do like 2,000 meters. And then I'm gonna do 20 minutes walk after this. Tomorrow I have a meeting, so I'm not gonna be going to class at work. So I'll be coming back to Planet Fitness, and I definitely wanna focus on leg day. So I'm thinking doing some squats, some, hip flexor stuff, and then doing a little bit of cardio. I usually, I do like a 5-minute warm up on my normal days, and then I usually will walk for, depending on the day, I usually will walk after that 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Really trying to increase my steps. You can tell in my face today, I was making some poor choices with my eating. I made the mistake of getting a Danish at work, and I think because I was stressed, it's no excuse, but I did get it. Paying the price for that with my skin bloating. Also, my scalp is super itchy right now. I'm gonna wash my hair tonight, but I woke up and my scalp is just so itchy, and so hopefully once I wash my hair, it'll be really nice. Tomorrow I have a meeting with my boss about kind of redefining my role, and so I think I'm prepared for that. I've been waiting several months to be able to sit down with him and talk about it, and then I'm also getting some new responsibilities thrown on my plate, which I feel like I can totally do. I've done career assessments in the past, but I ended up getting a new book by Ken Coleman, What You're Born to Do, and I'm starting my business and all that, but I really like coordinating, organizing, project management stuff. So I'm those are the things I feel really good about, just kind of moving the chess pieces on the board and making things happen. But I don't need to be the queen in the center, even though being the queen is great. But I know I can be in the background. I can manage things, make sure people get where I need to go, and I can get things organized. I will do that. Those are the things that I can do, and that I feel strongly about, is that I can come up with a plan and execute the plan and assign people tasks. That's what I feel strongest about. I enjoy about my job, my current job I work with, is just being able to tell people thank you and showing them gratitude for just being kind and generous. To me, that's my favorite part. I got off of work, had a nice little conversation with the Washington guy. This video I mentioned that we did have a Zoom call, so I believe we have another Zoom call scheduled for Sunday, but I need to confirm. And he was giving me his thoughts about what I should say tomorrow during my lunch meeting with my boss. And finish my video that I'm gonna post tomorrow. I post every Wednesday, don't forget. And then I'm gonna go for a nice walk tonight, just doing some prayers for my landlord. I think he's still kind of hanging in there, but any day now, we know his days are numbered. So just keeping him in my prayers when he transitions smoothly and without suffering. I know people suffer, and that's, but I'm if you don't have to suffer, why should you have to suffer? I think transition sounds better than death. Death is so final. When my aunt died and my cousin called and told me that she passed, she was, I just wanted to let you know that your aunt transitioned this morning. And for me, that was more a beautiful way to say that someone has transitioned to the next part of their destiny. Anyways, that's getting all deep and stuff. So I'm going to work on a career assessment and see what it says. And so I'll share the career assessment once I get those results back, just to see if it really is true that I'm I really love to coordinate. Just giving a quick update. Today's Thursday, by the way. I ended up taking this career assessment. Gosh, what am I really good at? I don't feel like I'm good at anything. I ended up taking it, and it just confirmed all the things that I really enjoy doing, which is being creative, organizing, and executing a plan. So basically, I'm being handed something at work that's kind of disorganized and it's kind of chaotic. And I was this is the stuff I love. I love when things are a mess. I'm looking at it and saying, what the hell? And then I'm trying to organize your life and provide structure to a program. Build programs, make them better, develop processes, and then hand it back to someone and say, here you go. Say you're planning a party, and for me, I'm always like, let's use a project management tool so that everybody knows what's going on and who's responsible for what, and assigning things. Like, that's just how my brain works, and it makes me happy. My eating has not been great. I ended up finding this delicious drink at Starbucks, which is not good, but it tastes like Pocket Pops, I think they're called, but they're like red, white, and blue. Anyways, it tastes like that, and it has like the little boba beads, and it's so freaking good. I've been drinking that. I know it's high in sugar, I shouldn't be having it, but it just tastes like summer, and it's like summer's coming. Teacher's back, so I'm gonna go to yoga. And then after that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to go walk the treadmill for like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Yesterday, I did rowing for 15 minutes, and I add like 5 minutes if I can. My goal yesterday was just to add an extra minute every day, and I said, I think I feel good enough. I'm going to do rowing. Is like, it's just really get your back strong, and that's one of my areas that I'm like having a hard time with, but really just to kind of like burn as much fat as I can. And it also makes my arms look really good. So I am going to do that depending on how I feel. And then I'm gonna go home. Dating update, still talking to the guy from Washington, and I really enjoyed like having him call. And it's so funny because I felt like he was like a little moody on Monday or Tuesday, and I was like, what the heck? Like fasting every other day. And so like I was like, oh, and he was like really like nice and pleasant yesterday, and I was like, did you have lunch today? And he was like, yeah. He goes, I'm back on my schedule. And I said, oh, you were hangry. That's crazy. He's like, I just really want to go home and eat. I'm starving. Doing something similar where I'm like eating at like 11 o'clock. Yeah, I'm definitely back on my workout kick, and my brain feels good. So I'm going to keep doing it. Saturday. So just checking in after cold plunging, and I was super tired last night. I went to bed early. I think I went to bed a little even before midnight. Got a full 8 hours, and I laid back down, went back to sleep at 9. I didn't wake up until about 11:55, and I'm supposed to get cold plunged yet again at 12:15. So I was late, but I got out, did what I had to do. Today was a very exciting day, at least for me, because there was a cosmic event, a huge Aurora Borealis, or like I say, Aurora Borealis. It was seen all over the world basically because it was like a really strong one. And so the Washington guy, I asked him, hey, because you were supposed to see it really, really well up in like the northern states. And I was like, well, if you see it and you're out there, can you take some photos for me? And he was like, I don't know if it's going to come out super well, and I don't know, it's super dark. And I said, just take a photo of it. I promise you. Like, you never know what's going to happen. And he took 2 photos, and they came out beautiful. I'll post a photo, but that's what he saw from Washington. And then I wake up this morning here in Southern California, and we weren't supposed to see a lot of it, maybe on the horizon. And evidently, like Joshua Tree, they had some really beautiful aurora that they could see. Yeah, but we're like socked in again. In the coast. Oh shoot, I went the wrong way. Damn it. Okay, I'm supposed to be going to pick up some nectar bar stuff, and I went the wrong way. So I'm going to have to cut through. I know what I'm going to do. I can cut through this one street to get to it. Anyways, see what happens when I talk to you guys. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to go out to like the high desert later on this evening and see if I can see anything, if it's clear. And then I'm like, but I don't know, I'm just as tired as I've been. And it's not like we had a super hard workout yesterday, but I think I've just had a lot going on. So I'm thinking of doing that possibly tonight, depending on what the news says. I would love to be able to go out and see it for myself, because that's one of the things on my bucket list, is I wanted to see the Aurora Borealis. Very cool indeed. The week, my eating has not been great. And I think, well, one of the things is I think it's where I am in my cycle. I had more takeout than normal this week. And then also I ordered, this happens every now and then when I order my groceries, but I'll like get my normal, have like my boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I like, and then my vegetables that I like. And it was like everything was out of stock this week for whatever reason. So I didn't have any of the meat. I only had 1 bag of apples, which never happens, and then they gave me a bunch of like asparagus. I only ordered 1, and so I'm like, I have that, but everything else that I wanted I didn't get. workout and I am drenched, if you can't tell, but I am soaking wet through and through. So what did I do today? So today I did 5 minutes on the treadmill. I did, I believe, 15 minutes on the rower, and then I did 35 minutes on the cycling bikes. And I didn't know that they still have them here at this Planet Fitness, which I'm excited about because that was like my main thing that I love to do. Was I like to cycle on the weekends, so I got to pull out my cycling shorts again, that with cushion. Today I didn't do it because I was so excited just to see it. I didn't want to go out to the car. Good activity in, and yeah, I'm gonna go make myself something to eat. I did not have the best eating day yesterday. I had ravioli because I was having a mad craving. I ate more ravioli than I should have. Drink a lot of water today, and yeah, I feel good. It's a beautiful day. It's definitely feeling summer-like. So I just really haven't been feeling like driving super far or anything like that. So I haven't been hiking. I thought for like a quick second that I'd go take like my hour-and-a-half hike by the beach, but I was like, I don't really feel like driving because by the time I get there, I'll be tired. So I just decided, you know, let's just do this bike ride, walk at the gym, and then come home. Psyching yourself up to work out, because I'll be honest, I was not feeling up to it today. All I wanted to do was just sit on my chair, read a book, and then wait for 90 Day Fiance to come on because I've been waiting for it all week. So I was like, I at least need to get up and do that. So I did, and I feel pretty proud of myself. It took a lot of convincing. Yesterday I did not work out, which I feel like it was a mistake because I need to get my body back in shape. Time goes by super sick, and before I know it's going to be check-in again, and I don't want to like not make my fitness goal. So I really need to like put a step on it. And then my nutrition, of course, is always the thing that sucks. It's not the fact of me working out because I can work out hard as I want to. It's about what I put in my body, and a lot of times it's not the best. So that's something I definitely need to work on, and it's a struggle every day because I want to eat yummy stuff all the time, and my body doesn't seem to like yummy stuff. Now you can see the glisten and the gleam from my sweat, but that makes me feel good. It means that I put a good effort in. I had my Bon Jovi mix, which always gets me pumped, and yeah, so it was a good workout day. And I just think right now I'm just, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go eat, but I'm gonna wash my hair. I got some vacuuming done, which was great. And yeah, it was just really nice. I slept a lot yesterday because last weekend I only had like Saturday off and I had to work last Sunday. So I think this weekend I'm making up from all of the tiredness that I had last weekend. Really enjoying it, and the weather is finally nice. It's been super gloomy, and so it's nice, and I'm hoping it stays nice because it's supposed to be the last night of getting the Aurora Borealis, and I'm hoping that if we're lucky, since we have clear skies, that we may be able to see it tonight. So I was too tired last night to go out, and I'm hoping that maybe we can get a small glimpse, just a tiny glimpse, here by the beach.